Hi, everybody. I welcome you on my YouTube channel devoted to tarot readings for celebrities and some famous situations. And today I want to avoid long intro and just start the reading right away. I want to talk about a very famous singer with a not very clean reputation. Her name is Beyoncé Knowles, or how her fans call her Queen Bee. To me, she's a very interesting person, and I want to know probably some of her secrets, some of her shadow side of her personality. I want to see who she is. And then I want to ask the question not only about her future, but also if she is connected to P Diddy somehow, because she was involved into this story. So I want to see, with the help of my tarot cards that never lie to me, I want to see if she really has something to do with P Diddy, with this dirty case. And I want to see some other things of her personality, her future, and as usual, everything as usual. Okay, so let's not waste any of your time and let's start talking about Queen Bee, her personality. Beyoncé Knowles, the personality of Beyoncé Knowles, who she is as a person, her shadow side, her secrets, her weak sides, good sides. Okay, let's go. Let us go. Beyoncé Knowles. So first of all, let's see what there is on the bottom of my deck, what we're going to talk about. Okay, Seven of Pentacles. We're going to talk about the controlling person, a reevaluation of values, looking at the results of what has done to this point. Very interesting information to know. Let's do the reading itself. Okay, so Beyoncé knows who she is as a person, her personality, who she is as a person. Three of Wands, Queen of Wands, the Empress, and covered up with the Eight of Wands. Wow, interesting. Okay, so her strong sides of the character. Hierophant, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Moon, three major arcanas. Interesting. Her weak sides of the character. Five of Cups, Five of Swords, and Nine of Swords. Actually, it's not very nice because fives are the tiny towers. How do people see her? Nine of Wands, Seven of Cups, 10 of Wands. How does she treat other people? How does she look at them, at other people? Six of Wands, the Justice, and 10 of Swords. All right, so her shadow side of her personality, the Magician, King of Cups, and Two of Cups. Let's do one more card. The Emperor. Interesting. And her secret. Now let's do the final triplet. Let's take the final triplet. Ace of Swords, the Strength, and Ace of Cups. Well, very interesting combination of the cards. I want to explain it to you right from the card on the top. And on the top we have the Three of Swords. Three of the Swords is the card of the purposeful person. It is the person who always know what he or she wants. Here we are talking about Beyonce, so she always knows what she wants and she achieves it. From the very childhood, she has always known what her purpose is. So she is very purposeful person, and she goes to her purpose, to her aim through everything. She doesn't care if she may hurt someone or something like that, or if she betrays someone. If she wants something, she will achieve it no matter what. And she has like two personality in her. One is very homey, mother-like woman, very warm and kind-hearted, and the other one is very passionate, is very bitchy. She with the minus sign, you know, and she transforms easily from one to the other. She knows who to be mommy with and who to be bitchy with. And sometimes it can be one person, but she knows when to be nice and when to be mean and bad, you know. She can be the person who sometimes attracts the negative energy to her. She works with this negative energy, if you know what I mean. If you know, she can be not bitchy but witchy. She knows how to create the energy that influences and affects others. So if you said something mean to her, be sure that it will come back to you. Your words will come back to you. If she really wants that, if she really gets hurt by that, she will do everything to return you your words and turn them into the action and return them to you. Okay, so she is a very powerful person. She is a kind of guru. She brings some idea to people through her music, through her performances. She influences the minds of people. And sometimes these influence can be not very good, not very healthy, and not very nice. But she feels that it's her power to do so. But at the same time, she gets depressed very easily. She gets angry, she gets sad, and all these kinds of negative feelings. She feels the lack of energy, and sometimes she even has nightmares. So she's afraid of competitions. She is scared that there may be a lady who can be more successful than she is, who can be more powerful than she is. So she is really scared of that. This is the thing that makes her vulnerable sometimes. But she thinks that she is better than most of the people, that all of her fans are just fans. She doesn't treat them with respect sometimes. She thinks that she is on top and they have to worship her. They have to adore her. This is what she is made for. This is what she's created for. Sometimes she acts very fake to people, especially to those who works with her. She can smile into their faces, but behind their backs, she may like say mean things, or she may easily forget about these people. She treats them nothing more than service stuff and nothing more. She doesn't even, think about them. And I want to say that she's not the easiest person to deal with. She's not the easiest one to work with. And she totally realizes that sometimes she acts like this just because she had, it seems like she had a bad experience dealing with people in the past, like she got betrayed or something like that. That's why she thinks that she is higher on the social level than those people, but she thinks that everybody gets what they deserve. This is her point. And a very interesting combination of cards dealing with her shadow side of the personality and her secret. It's all connected with her love life, and she is married and she has a husband, and she loves him, but she is better to be alone. She is a loner, she is a selfish person, and she doesn't really care about others. She likes to take care of herself mostly, not about someone, someone close to her. And as for her secret, she got victimized at work by the person, her producer probably, or someone who worked for her. He was mean to her, but she had to keep silence because of the beautiful picture that she had to keep in front of the public. So this person harassed her probably verbally. He was mean to her. He made her work unbearable. And she couldn't even share her feelings and emotions to somebody because she had to keep it as a secret. And she is still keeping it as a secret, and nobody knows about that. I don't know, guys, if you know something about that, please write it in the comments. I'm interested in what was that. Well, I think I commented on every triplet. She's a very interesting person, actually. She's not that simple as she wants to seem, and she definitely has a huge influence on the people, on the society, on the humanity. I'm not afraid of saying so. I don't listen to her music, I don't go to her shows, but I want to listen to those people who do. I want to hear her fans. So please, if you are a fan of Beyoncé Knowles, please write in the comments what you think about her as a person. Okay, so now I want to see what is her connection with P Diddy. How is she connected to P Diddy? So how is Beyoncé Knowles connected to Sean Combs, P Diddy? Okay, let's see first what's on the bottom of my deck. What are we going to talk about? Third time. Okay, so King of Cups. King of Cups is essential king. So he definitely had some influence on her sexual, sensual life. I don't know if she was attracted to him. I don't think so. At least there is no such information in the media. But he definitely had some influence. Okay, so what is their connection, P Diddy and Beyonce? Seven of Swords, Page of Pentacles, Four of Wands, and the Sun. They definitely was connected, and they were connected. They had some unfair games between them. Okay, P Diddy. What does P Diddy think of her? The Death, Six of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, and the Temperance. Okay, so Beyonce's side, the Tower, Six of Swords, Knight of Cups, and one more card. Let's do one more card here. Three of Cups. Okay, so they definitely was connected, and they had a good time, and they both knew it was something forbidden. It was something even some kind of criminal. And okay, let's see how it will influence Beyonce, and then I will comment on all the cards, how it will influence Beyonce. The Hanged Man, Ten of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, and Nine of Wands, and final triplet, Eight of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, and High Priestess. Okay, everything that they did was very, very secret. They kept it as a secret. And as I've already said, they had a very good time. They thought it was all about having fun. Beyonce, for her, it was like a crash of everything. She realized that all she did was wrong, was not right. She stayed with him for quite a bit. She took part in those parties, but finally she decided to, as soon as she realized that it can influence her somehow, even though it was a big secret, she was afraid that people would find out about that. So she decided to leave. She left earlier than it became well known to everybody. She thought that nobody would never know that she was there. And she wasn't scared at first that she will be connected to it somehow. But right now, she is actually scared. She is scared, and she wants to avoid any talks about it, any discussions. For instance, when she's in a group of people with her friends, with somebody she knows, or with somebody who knows her, she tries to avoid such talks. She just leaves. She doesn't want to take part in those conversations. And because she's scared that it can affect her, her family, her position in the society, it can influence. That's why she prefers not to talk about it. I don't know if she testified in court. She probably did, but she prefers not to talk about it in front of the people, like in a company or stuff like that, in the parties. She doesn't talk about it. And P Diddy thinks that she got what she deserved, that she's a part of them. Of course, P Diddy wasn't the one who did all that. So she was one of them, and he knows that. Actually, he's not mad at her or anything. He even wants to help her somehow. If he goes to the bottom, he's not going to take her with him. You know, he's not the one. He actually treats her with respect. He treats her very well, surprisingly. But, there were relationship, like Beyonce wanted something or someone, and P Diddy was ready to give it to her. He was ready to give what she wanted. That's how their relationship was at that moment. Okay, and now let's talk about Beyonce's future, the nearest future. I usually set the period of the future as a year and a half, but sometimes it starts coming true sooner, or sometimes it takes longer period of time, longer than a year and a half. So let's see what's waiting for Beyonce in the nearest future. First, let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. What are we going to talk about? The general atmosphere of her future. Okay. Two of Pentacles. Some weird game. Some insecurity is going to wait for her. It's the significator of her future. Okay, so let's see what the main events are. A Queen of Cups, Seven of Cups, oh, Ten of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, the World, Three of Wands. Okay, she's not gonna have a very pleasant future in the next year and a half. First of all, I want to say that she's having someone who's going to betray her in the nearest future. It's some of her friends, someone who she trusts. But at the end, it's gonna be good for her. It's gonna end well in her favor. But still, she is going to trust someone who will betray her totally in a very bad way. Now let's see what she should be careful of. What should she be careful of? Or who? Let's see. Seven of Wands, Seven of Swords, and the Strength. Let's take one more. Three of Cups. Well, she should be careful of the girls around her, those who she trusts, those who probably her girlfriends, very close ladies in her surroundings. It seems like some of her close friends, they prepare some unfair game against her. They prepare something bad against her. You see, you can never lie to the cards. I did the additional 4 cards, just what she should be careful for, and it tells me pretty much the same. She should be careful of some close girls. One of the girl is like very kind to her. She probably is her manager or someone who knows everything about her, completely everything, what she eats, what she does, when she goes to the bathroom, everything about her. So it's gonna be some of those people, and mostly girls. There should be girls. So Beyonce, please be careful and keep the distance with these people. Okay guys, that's all I wanted to tell you about Queen Bee. Hope you enjoyed the reading and learned some new information probably. Thanks for watching. Thanks for staying with me till the end. And please subscribe to my channel and press likes. It's the best reward for me as a tarot reader. And stay tuned for more interesting tarot readings. If you want me to do the reading for your favorite character, please feel free to write it down in the comments. Take care. Bye. Love you all.